of Jones & Jones Associate Architects, P.C. for a special use permit to locate an assisted living facility in a business B1 zone classification on 4 lots, which total approximately 8 acres, located at 203 Interstate Drive in the Mallow area of the Jackson River District of Alleghany County, on property owned by Sankar Family Limited Partnership. The property is further identified on the real property identification maps of Alleghany County as map 57, lots 65, 65A, 65B, and 65C. I'll declare this public hearing open, and I think, Shelley, you were going to make a presentation on this.
Everyone should have a copy of the staff report in your packet. I'll read through that real quick for you. As was stated, the applicant is requesting a special use to operate an assisted living facility to be located at 203 Interstate Drive, which is the Compare Inn Motel. The property is Sankar Family Limited Partnership, and it's identified on our real property identification maps as map 57, lot 65, 65A, 65B, and 65C. Again, the present use of the property is a motel and office facility. The proposed use is the assisted living facility. The property is currently zoned B1, and the use of assisted living facility requires the issuance of a special use permit. The property contains approximately 8 acres. It has been paved and landscaped to accommodate the existing motel facilities. The surrounding properties to the north across I-64 and to the east of the site are zoned Business B1. The properties to the south of the site are zoned Residential R2. And you have included in your staff report a map showing those surrounding properties and their zone classifications. Access to the property is from Interstate Drive and Mallow Road. In accordance with the comprehensive plan, the property is located in a primary growth support area, which is defined as areas having major employers, high accessibility to I-64, and areas of population concentrations. Effects on adjoining property: the proposed use would be a less intense use of the property and decrease effects such as traffic and noise. Screening and buffering is required by the zoning ordinance when a B1 zone classification adjoins an R2 zone class. Compliance with this requirement would need to be addressed on a detailed site plan if this request is granted. Setback requirements: the existing structures on the parcel are grandfathered under the current regulations. Any new construction, such as additions, canopies, etc., will also have to be addressed on the detailed site plan to make sure they're in compliance with setbacks. The property is not located within a flood hazard area, as shown on our FEMA maps, and you have a copy of that attached as well. The facility has access to public water and sewer and other utilities such as electric, phone, and cable, and refuge collection is provided by Alleghany County at that facility. Off-street parking is available to accommodate the proposed use, and there is existing lighting. Compliance with the off-street parking and lighting for the proposed facility will have to be addressed on a detailed site plan to be submitted if this request is approved. Traffic impact analysis: a copy of the special use application was forwarded to VDOT for their review for compliance with traffic impact analysis. I did receive a note from Guy Tudor at VDOT stating that the proposed facility does not generate the traffic that would require a TIA. Additional notes and comments: if the request is approved, the applicant will be required to submit a detailed site plan to the zoning office for review and approval prior to the issuance of any building permits for this project. The applicant will also be required to obtain a building permit and comply with any applicable state and federal regulations regarding the use. The applicant will have 6 months from the date of approval to begin the use, operation, or construction of the development authorized by the granting of the special use. And the applicant is present. Any questions?
Board members have any questions of Shelley?
I just have one. Steve Jones, Associates, or the architect, who's going to run the facility? Actual.
I guess the applicant can address that. Maybe they can answer that during their presentation.
If board members don't have any more questions of Shelley, we'll move to that. The next part of the public hearing is the applicant, if you'd like to add something to what's been said.
Okay, my name is Richard Jones. I'm the architect, Jones & Jones Associates. The question asked was who run it. It's Journey Senior Housing. They have about 40 projects that they manage and run right now, and they've been to the site and are very familiar with the project and ready to hit the ground running. But we don't have any big presentation for you tonight. Shelley's report covered most everything, so I'll just be glad to answer any questions that you might have.
Yes, Mr. Shell.
Do we have any adjoining property other?
We have a whole list of them. They were notified, and from what I was told, we haven't heard anything from any adjoining landowners yet.
I haven't had to contact today. I think some may be present though.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask one question? Could you walk us through, we've got the site plan here, but what buildings are currently there and how they would be attached or incorporated? Yes. I'm guessing that this side is the annex and this, and the restaurants in the front.
Everyone see? Currently, this is the restaurant right here.
Right.
This is the annex here, and this is the original motel here. Essentially, we're building an infill in between them that connects all of those together. That creates the activity spaces, the dining spaces, the outdoor spaces, all the different activities are in this area here, the support areas, staff, control, and everything is in between there.
Okay.
And we're going back and converting all the motel rooms to more residential feel to them. And these are larger than most assisted living facilities just because we have that physical space already in place.
And how many units do you anticipate?
We have 58, but we have the ability on the annex, if we had two people in a family that wanted to come in together, that they could double occupancy in the first floor of that. But the majority of them are all going to be single occupancy. The second floor of both buildings are actually going to be one bedroom units, so we'll have a living room and a bedroom with them, not just a studio.
So are these independent assisted living units, or is it going to be graduated care?
Yes, it's graduated. They are actually all classified by the state as assisted living, but there are different levels of use of those.
And will there be a nursing home level of care?
No. The state doesn't allow nursing home care, even though we do have nurses that are part of the staff. But nursing homes are controlled by the certificate of need by the state of Virginia, and this does not fall into that category.
What do you think capital improvement cost would be to facilitate this?
It's about $3 million for the.
What kind of analysis did you do to determine lead level in Alleghany County for this kind of?
The owner hired independent contractors to come in that came back and said that the need was even greater than what we're showing here. But this was the level that we were able to provide within this site.
Any other questions? I have one. What are you going to do with the what used to be the dining area?
The dining room in this facility is actually being converted to activity spaces for different.
In other words, our facility is going to be dedicated to this project.
Everything.
There'll be no public coming in there.
That's correct. This is all dedicated to this project.
When it happens to the swimming pool?
We're probably going to close it off completely because of liability and just make it an outdoor activity space.
With the kitchen facilities and everything that you've got there, that would work good for what you're going to be doing. This restaurant and...
This did work out very well.
Yeah. Board members have any other questions of the applicant? Thank you. I'll open it up to the public. Does anyone in the audience wish to speak?
I just have a question. The map that he was showing y'all, can he go through it with us? Just let us see it facing this way?
Oh, I can do that. I'll look at that.
Sheriff, let him finish with these maps. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the existing repair inn, the annex, and the existing restaurant. Then we're building an infill in between them that have dining rooms for each of the areas, activity rooms for each of the area, the staff support, the lobby entrance. We have an elevator for the second floor, and all of our outdoor activity spaces are all grouped in here so that staff has a clear line of sight to all residents at all times.
Okay.
Question. There are other assisted living institutions in Alleghany County, correct? Yeah, and do you know what the occupancy rate of these other facilities are?
These are, this is a class by itself. Some of the competing facilities have got levels of care that are not comparable to this. Some are more like a nursing home type, and they are very dated kind of facilities, whereas this is going to be very modern and built to the latest standards. And they will also have additional things like net zero buildings, which is powered by solar, and so it's using clean energy. And so this is going to be more like as close to state of the art as we can get.
Some of the things I'm thinking of are things like Scott Hill that's in Clifton Forge. It's a retirement complex that has multiple rooms, and then of course there's Tanglewood, which is smaller and stuff. Do they compare to what you're going to do?
Yeah, they have one of our market study people did visit those things and compared to them, and they are compared to what we are going to be doing here. They are, I would say, a lower level of service and a lower level of physical amenities. This is going to have so many activities that are not available in those facilities. For instance, there will be like there is a woodworking shop. You can work on cars. You can, people have. It's not just food being provided, but there is so many activities. There will be an activities director. It's going to be an exciting place for seniors to be living here.